So I'm adding a quarter cup of butter, and then I'm adding my shrimp shells. Okay, so we're gonna get that flavor going for about 5 minutes or so. Okay, so next I'm going to add 64 ounces of chicken broth. So now we're making our own broth with the shells. Okay, we're gonna mix that flavor, get the flavor going. We are going to let it simmer after it starts boiling for 15 minutes. In the meantime, this is my andouille sausage. In a hot pot, I'm just gonna let it burn a little bit, get some color going. So now my broth is starting to boil, so now I'm gonna leave it simmering for 15 minutes. So now we're back to our sausages. You see the flavor, the color on there. We're gonna get a close-up soon. Look at that. Look at the flavor. Already smells good already. So in that same pot, okay, we're gonna add half a cup of oil. Then I'm adding another quarter cup of butter. So while I'm stirring and I'm just trying to grab the flavor from the bottom of the pot, okay? We want everything to be mixed in. So here I have a cup of flour. I'm mixing it a little bit at a time, okay? A little goes a long way. So little by little, you're just gonna mix it in with that butter and oil, okay? Be careful, because I did get burned a couple times when it just flies everywhere. I was a little too aggressive. So a little flour at the time. So the plan here, we are going to cook this for 30 minutes after you're done mixing in the flour. We want that roux to be a little dark brownish color. So we're mixing in our flour little by little. As I'm mixing in, you can see I'm scraping, okay? And I do recommend a wooden spoon just so you don't damage your pot. So here I'm done mixing. So this is the probably first couple minutes, okay? So my bottom of my pot is already looking clean. You see that? All that flavor is in there now. It's in the roux. So this is about 10 minutes in or so. You see how the color change is starting to get a little darker. So after 30 minutes, this is what it's starting to look like. So now it's ready. So next, I'm gonna add in my onions, okay? Onions take a longer time to cook, so I'm just gonna cook it for the first 5 minutes. Mix it well. Next, I'm gonna add my bell peppers and my celery, okay? Just mix it all in. Let it cook for about another 5 minutes or so. Next, I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of garlic and let it cook for about a minute, okay? Count to 60 seconds. Next, I'm about to add in a bottle of beer. Any type, doesn't matter, a bottle of beer. Just add it in and mix it well. Next, we're gonna add our broth, okay? And make sure you stream and make sure you don't add in the shell, okay? Look at that. Mix everything. Now we starting to smell some flavors going on, okay? We're almost there. Next, we're gonna start seasoning. So I'm adding some thyme, okay? Next, I'm gonna have my Cajun Creole Seasoning. And I'm gonna add in some black pepper. Our special sauce is gonna be next. And then we're gonna stir it all up and we're gonna add our sausages. So next we're gonna let this simmer for 90 minutes, okay? Check up the first 30, let it cook for another 30 and another 30 again. So a total of 90 minutes on simmer. Add in your bay leaves, add about 3. Make sure they're not broken because you will need to find them later, okay? So after 90 minutes, I'm taking out the leaves. All of them. So next I'm gonna add in my green onions, okay? And then here you go, the parsley. I'm going to add the parsley. Fresh parsley, not the dried ones, fresh ones, okay? Take your time, cut it up. And stir it all in. Next, I'm going to add my shrimp, okay? This is all on low heat, okay? You're gonna cook this for about 5 minutes, depending on how hot your stew is right now. And look at that. It should look like this after 5 minutes or so. And after that, I'm gonna add in some lump claw crab meat, okay? It's up to you if you want to add it, or you could just add crab only if you want. But I just wanted extra crab meat just floating around in my sauce, so I added some lump. So you can add snow crab, Alaskan crab, whatever you want. It's up to you. Or you don't even have to add crabs. It's up to you. So you just let it cook for a couple minutes or so, get that flavor going. And then you can serve it up with some white rice in the middle, plated restaurant style. It's all up to you, but this is done. You have your gumbo. It's really easy, just a little time consuming with the cooking, but the steps are very easy to follow. Look at that. So I decided to make rice bear, and look at that. I made the eyes and the feet with seaweed. I have a little block of cheese under the nose, and I thought it was just very adorable. But if you just want to plate it with some white rice in the middle, that's cool too. So I hope you enjoy.